No! No! You! But I want to. Yeah!
Ooh,
There's
man.
the bell.
It gets me every time.
That bell gets my blood going. Hello, everybody.
Hey.
I'm Marilyn Harris.
And I'm Percy Smith.
Welcome to Victoriously Crazy Podcast. And it's GrandFan Friday.
That's right, with Grandma.
Woo!
With Grandma.
Yeah. Today we're talking with Michelle Goldberg, an amazing, beautiful artist. I added the word beautiful after I saw her.
That's right.
Beautiful artist. Hello, Michelle. Welcome.
Hi, Marilyn, Percy, and Bennett. How are you?
Doing
what a
great.
sweet voice. It's like talking to an
We're
angel.
awesome. Nice to meet you.
All right, so
Thank
this
you
is
for
Grand-
inviting me to be on the podcast.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, you're welcome. You're
See,
welcome.
you got manners.
Yeah.
I just start talking like yada yada.
We're not used to that as actors.
Manners, man. Thank you for being mannerable, Michelle. Man, let's start this. This is GrandFan Friday, so let's start with questions about Victorious. How long have you been a fan of Victorious?
So when I was a kid, it was when Victorious came out, and I remember watching like the first episode with my cousins, and we were all just like, wow, because we loved it, and we were just like instantly drawn in by the characters and the dynamic between the characters. And Andre's grandma was my favorite character. So.
Oh my God.
Mine too.
Do you have a favorite episode?
I have a few, but one that comes to mind right away, specifically within regards to Andre's grandma, is this episode where I think it took place in an airplane. And
Wi-Fi in the sky.
Yes. And that there was a lot of back and forth between Andre and Tori and Andre's grandma and Andre, and then everyone was interacting with Andre's grandma, and it was just such a genuine episode. I loved it.
Oh, well, thank you. It was fun to film. I really like punching that computer in that episode.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, sometimes I want to still do that. So what made you a fan of Victorious?
Honestly, I think I really enjoyed the way the characters, like the development and just personalities and just how everyone was portrayed, and the relationships between each character, like Andre and his grandmother. I thought that was such a cute, like, dynamic, although chaotic, but dynamic. I mean, cute, and I meant to say cute. So
yeah.
And Tori and Andre, I really liked their friendship, how they were like best friends.
Yeah. They were very good friends on that show. Yeah.
Okay, are you ready for your questions? Let's do this. All right. It was very exciting to find out you're an artist. How old were you when you discovered the artist inside of you?
I was probably very little, maybe like 3, but didn't actually take it seriously till I was 12. And eventually decided to go to art school and after high school. So yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I had a friend of mine, said the same thing. He was about 3. And he could just naturally just see things and put it on paper and make it, look good. And I think it's a natural thing, like running fast.
It's a gift.
It's a gift.
Definitely.
Man. Yeah, I wish I could draw, man. I tried, and it's like, don't do that again. I did. That was like terrible.
Yeah.
What inspired you to become an artist?
My dad. He and my aunt. But specifically since I was living with my dad, he taught me how to do basic drawings and stuff. He himself was an artist and went to art school.
Oh, okay.
And always encouraged me to do what I wanted to do. But he wanted me to make my own decisions, my parents. And, but there was always he's like, you're really good at art. And then, people would tell me that. So I just kind of stuck.
Yeah, that's beautiful. So you did have formal training to become an artist?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Great.
And where did you have it?
Well, a lot of it's like self-taught, but I went to Temple University in Philadelphia at the Tyler School of Art. And I also took classes at community college as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's an impressive resume, girlfriend.
Yeah.
Shout that out.
I know.
Let us know.
Tempo. That's right.
Hey, Bennett, can you pop up one of her artwork? One of her pictures?
Yeah, no,
yeah.
I was blown away when you sent these pictures. Like, so talented.
They are stunning. They really are. So we just decided that during the podcast, we want everyone else to see them.
Look at that.
This is the first one we're going to share.
That's astounding.
That just...
And that's the sheet of shadows from the poles. That's what blows me away.
I'm digging the tunnel. Dang. You know, like the lights and everything.
You can see the lights in the tunnel. That's awesome, man. I'm getting chill bumps, man.
That's very, very unique.
And look at the posts on the right. See, like the red and white posts?
Wow.
That's like, wow, man.
Michelle, it looks so like, it's so cool it looks so clear as far as like taking that. I assume that was not digitally drawn. You do that on paper and then you make it look so clear on screen, right? How do you do that?
So I went to Google Maps, and well, there's actually this website called Map Crunch, and it gives you a random Google Maps location of the world.
Wow.
And so this is a tunnel, a photo of a tunnel in, I think it's Hokkaido, Japan. I don't know if I pronounced that right. Cut that out. And it's basically then I just kind of drew it in Photoshop. So yeah.
I love that. I mean, who would think of that, to use maps to find locations and then create artwork? That's some unique thinking right there.
Yeah.
I had a very good well, during the pandemic, I had a really great teacher who I took online classes with, a digital painting course, and he really got into the habit of using scenery references, and this was actually made during that time.
Wow.
So yeah.
So being an I'm sorry, go ahead, Bennett.
Oh, I just said nice.
Yeah, it is nice. It's
really
is amazing. And I was going to say that being an artist seems like a lonely occupation. Is there like a community of artists that support and help you grow and advance, or how does that work?
Yeah, especially starting very young. I was a very young, hopeful artist excited artist on the internet. I don't know if excited is the word, but on the internet, and I met a lot of friends who were also young artists like me who did digital art, and we all were all into the same things, and we all supported each other's art, and we all kind of just grew up together, kind of like on the internet, but then we eventually met in real life. And then when you get into like classes and meeting more people and meet people in the industry, you just have like a bigger support community.
That's cool. So you basically answered a couple of questions right there. It's digital art that you're into creating, right? Is that your thing, what you focus on? Or do you do other types of work?
I also like watercolor and color pencil, but mainly I do digital art because it's, it's right. It's just, I don't know. It feels so innovative, and it's just so portable too. Not that digital art is not, traditional art is not portable, but
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, different times. With the technology that we have these days, everything has changed as far as even acting, artwork. I imagine writing. I'm sure there's software, Bennett, where you as a writer that's available that makes your writing a lot easier than it would have been for someone 10, 20 years ago.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. It's amazing.
Yeah. So what is your process for creating a piece of artwork?
So that really depends on the piece itself. Often I have two different ways of starting a piece. I either start in grayscale, or I just go straight to color. When it's grayscale, it's pretty much the same process as starting with color, except um it's all in grayscale. um, so I'll start with like a sketch, and then I'll block out the colors, or I'll block out the color first. It depends on like what is in the moment. It's very intuitive.
Yes.
Dig it.
I would imagine.
Yeah.
I would imagine.
Yeah, because we don't know anything about creating art.
Yeah, so we may ask you about stuff we're curious about, like paints and canvas and brushes. It's very elementary, because all I know is what you showed us we really like. Can you show us another one, Ben,
Oh yeah,
other pieces of our artwork?
Okay.
And then Michelle can tell us where it's from.
Yeah, the detail is just amazing. I mean,
it is, and it's the colors are warm, and I mean it's just very inviting.
Oh my God, look at that!
Yeah, this one's real pretty.
Dang, look at that!
Wow, how long did they? I mean, I guess each picture probably takes you a different amount of time. There's probably not one answer to how long these take you.
So this one took longer than the other pieces, because the other pieces were like studies of like a scenery. This one is more of like a scene that I put together for a personal project. So about like like a character that I created throughout my life and developed, and so this took me, I guess like maybe like a week.
That's
when
not
I
very
got
long.
So
when I got to the
I think
actual
she's gonna say
coloring.
like a couple of months.
She's gonna be like a month or two. Oh my God, a week.
That's not long. And look at the little person down there.
Oh, isn't that cool?
Is that you?
Is that you, Michelle?
No.
Oh, okay. All right. We get a little too personal.
Okay.
Is that you, Michelle?
It's like they're standing there, like engulfed in the beauty.
Yeah, with a backpack or something on.
Yeah.
Whatever. Okay. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. So forgive
us. I would
us.
say it's me.
Yeah. I would say yeah.
It's up to the viewer's interpretation.
Exactly.
There you go, Bennett. You sure you don't draw, Bennett? I'm sure.
Yeah.
Oh, trust me.
You might want to try it after this podcast.
Me too. I'm the same way. You don't want to see
No, I don't. I look at these pictures. I don't want to try it.
It's something
that's not good.
No, that is good. That's a compliment to your skill.
Yeah, it's something you got to have inside of you.
It's a huge compliment, because he's saying he could not do it.
Yeah, and what I like about painting and drawing, you could do it forever.
Doesn't matter how old you are.
Athletics, there's like a window.
Yes.
If you don't get in within that window, it's over.
Yes.
But painting and drawing, forever.
Like singing.
Like singing, acting. You know, I've seen people in their 80s and 90s doing. If you look at TV really hard, you see people.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you never see a 80-year-old running back. Football.
You do. He's on a stretcher.
He's on a stretcher. Oh, that's not funny. Anyway,
times could change.
We don't want to see that.
It'll be a computer generated 80-year-old.
Yeah, I know, right? All right. So forgive us for this question. Yeah. Do you buy your canvas you paint on ready to go?
Yes. When I do like traditional painting, I do buy a canvas. I did learn how to make a canvas in high school and in college, but I don't really own the materials to make that anymore, and it's just kind of expensive. But it's really up to whatever. Some people really like making the canvases, and it's like a important part of the process for them. It's all about. It's very personal.
Yeah.
Yes, and they probably want that sense of from very beginning to the completion of their artwork. But if there's a way, that's one thing about today's world. If there's a way to get it done easier and faster, why not? Yeah. Why not go with that?
It's like a pie crust, you can make it from scratch, or like me, buy it in the store, man, ready to go. That's what I do.
And I'll eat it no matter which way he get it.
That's right. Okay, let's go.
Okay, here's another one.
Forget about it.
Do you buy your paints and colors ready to use, or do you mix them together to get the effect that you want?
So it depends. So I do own a bunch of different like watercolors and color pencils and acrylics. And basically like I will still mix the colors though because there's always specific colors that I'm gonna need and they are it's just very expensive to buy all the paints
I can
in
imagine.
every color. But it's always, like trying to match up like or make a specific palette is always something super important. It's actually something we learned a lot about in school.
There you
Was
go.
we
Yeah.
had like an entire thing on like class sessions of like just mixing paint because
Hmm.
that's really important to get the palette right.
Yeah, I
Well,
dig it.
you nailed that because those colors
Hmm.
are slamming.
Yeah.
They are just really. I mean, I can't even I can't even find the words to describe how warm and realistic your paintings are, and to think that came from your vision.
Hmm.
It's just I really admire that in a person.
Really.
I was really excited, truly, when you said you were an artist. I always had these questions, so I'm really happy that you're here to answer them. I know painting can be messy, so how do you clean the paint off your brushes and your hands
That's a
and
good
all
question.
that?
So since the paint, I mean the paintings I sent in the links, they're all digital, but when it's not digital,
Mm-hmm.
I often, when it's like actually I'm a bit allergic to oil paint, unfortunately. So um I do get to avoid that. That's probably one of the messiest ones. But
Mm-hmm.
when it's acrylic or watercolor, it's actually not that messy. But with basically you clean with water and you wash your brushes and your palettes or pan with soap and water. And they also sell
Mm.
like
Mm.
specific for brushes and pans like soap for artists. But I just use like dish soap.
Yeah, like Dawn, right? They said it could clean dirty ducks.
That's right.
So,
Yeah.
it should be
Dirty
able to
duck.
do anything as far as I'm concerned.
Hmm.
How long does
Yeah.
it take you to complete a painting? Digital or sketch or whatever it is that you're creating.
So if it's like a whole like piece that I'm kind of coming up with the concept from scratch,
Mm.
it would take it could take from a day to a week, depends.
Wow.
Um, and for like studies, it could take like maybe like 30 minutes to an hour or so. Or
Wow.
Wow.
yeah.
When I heard the word studies, it sounded like it would have taken longer. What exactly is a study in the art world?
So it's like kind of like you kind of you s- well there's you see something either on your screen or in real life and you want to draw it. So you take what you see and you use whatever information you get from that in front of you and you study the shape, you draw and paint the shapes and it's kind of like studying for like it's not really like studying for a test, but um
Mm.
you you you're basically just trying to interpret what you see.
Wow.
Wow. So you're looking at it like,
It's like, do you take a picture or are you looking at something while you're painting?
that's
Both.
a
I've
good
done
question.
both.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a good question.
Oh, thank you.
Is that something you
Most
learned in art school about study? Or is that something you just figured out?
when I was like really young and I would see people in magazines or
Mm.
animals or just pictures in books, or on my computer screen, I'd want to draw them and try to understand how they worked, how the shapes worked. So that's kind of where I started.
Wow.
And they do, in school, I did learn a lot. We did expand more on that as well. You have like drawing sessions and things like that.
Mm.
In movies they sometimes show a nude. I'm curious, does that really happen in art school?
Yes.
Oh, all right. Now we're cooking. What?
Bennett, why don't you pull up another one of her pictures while we marinating that answer?
Yeah, and not
I thought you were going to say something else when you said
not any nudes. Okay, don't pull up any nudes.
No, Michelle didn't give us any nudes.
She didn't.
Oh,
That must be
next
a
time.
trip. The first time, can you imagine? The first time saying, okay.
I always wanted to ask that question. I didn't know if it was for entertainment. Oh, look at this one.
Oh. That's got to be like in Europe, because see the street, see the car is on the right side.
Is he right? Is that a picture from Europe?
It's actually a screenshot from Google Maps on a street in Japan. And I took a photo and added my own car and added to the scenery my own things.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty good. Look at the detail on that car.
The poles, see the poles with the wires. And see how the clouds, the wires, you can't really see them.
Yeah, they go into the clouds.
Yeah.
What type of car is that?
You crazy.
I think it looks like...
You should name it after yourself. It's a Michelle Coupe.
Yeah.
I actually looked up oh man. Can't remember. It's like a Welsh brand of car. Subaru.
A Subaru.
Because it was the first thing that came to my mind. I just used a Subaru as a reference, but nobody had. I didn't use their symbol, obviously.
Yeah.
It's so true to form, though. And the detail, like the rearview mirror, and is that hard to paint something that tiny?
Real.
Or
do
your digital artwork? I don't know the process, but it's tiny. And the mountains and all that kind of stuff with the greenery or whatever popping up out of it. That just... It seems detailed, doesn't it?
Yeah. See, like the rear light in the back of the car.
Yeah.
Where you just see that.
The brake light.
Yeah. That's it.
Wow.
That's awesome.
You are talented.
I see the Subaru now. I see it. Yeah.
That's right.
Subaru.
Next time you paint one, put Percy behind the wheel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Have me leaning like...
I know. Yeah. Like a cool brother.
Yeah. Leaning to the passenger side.
That's right. You're
so crazy. See, I did that. Talking about you crazy. I'm crazy. Okay, yes, I am. All right. Do you only paint when you're inspired, or is it like a job where you devote so many hours a day?
But now we know it's not hours; it's minutes.
Minutes, man.
Jeez.
Amazing, right, Bennett? No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, let her answer.
Sorry. No, you're good. It is like a job because every day I'm doing work for my artwork, but also I have to keep myself inspired, and it's not, some people say to not paint when you're when you're inspired and when you're not inspired, but I sometimes do it anyways because I feel like if there's something I really need to work on, I feel like that gets to me the most. But there are days I take off, so just for to devote time to other things, other hobbies, and other take hours off.
Yeah, like going to the store.
Just life, general life things. That's an interesting statement to paint when, what do you say, not inspired rather than inspired?
Yeah, for real.
Because I write poetry, and if a poem comes to me, I have to get it down on paper or it'll just roll in my head all day. It'll interrupt my thought process. Is that how your inspiration works for you for your artwork? Do you just have to get it going when it comes to you, or can you put it in a whole pattern and go back to it?
I'll usually write it down on my notes on my phone, and then if I'm not like in a position to work on it right away, so I have it and then I can come back to it, and sometimes I'll just like I'll put like little keywords for things that I felt in that moment, and then I'll go back to and be like, oh, that's what I wanted to work on. That's how I felt when I wanted to work on that.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that kind of meshes with this next question, which is my favorite question. Have you ever started a painting and changed your vision in the middle of creating it?
Good question.
Very often.
She's like, man.
It's like, are
Very
you
often.
kidding?
Okay, I can understand that.
Yeah, because it's a process, and it's you don't know where it's going to go until it's finished, I guess.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, next question. What does an artist like yourself do with your artwork after you create it?
I will typically, if I feel comfortable enough, I'll put it on social media, or I'll just kind of let it marinate on my computer screen or my sketchbook,
Mm-hmm.
and then and see how I feel, and then I'll come back to it, and then eventually maybe I'll post it. Or sometimes there's a lot of things I don't post just because there are things I just want to keep to myself. But when I do feel comfortable enough and the feeling does come, I will post it.
Okay.
Oh, that is so cool.
Yeah, do you.
Well, we feel really blessed that you shared so many of your art pieces with us. Bennett, can you pop up another one?
I'm right ahead of you. Let's see.
Yay! I love that, Bennett. We couldn't do it without you, man. Seriously. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Look at this. That says to me, time to hit the road. Vacation.
Oh, that was an arrow up there. I thought it was a helicopter. I did, man. I'm like, whoa, now that's pretty. Whoa.
Do you remember where this is, Michelle,
Yeah.
when you created this?
It's another Google Maps image that I used as a reference for of a road in Japan. Another one.
You like Japan, huh?
Yeah, they say it's cool.
I think I'm gonna have to go there.
We do. Yeah, they say the folks are really nice.
Yeah, they are. They're polite, and friendly,
mannerable. Yeah.
I love the clouds. It's like a storm is coming or forming or something. But see the strip of sunshine right there?
Oh,
it just hasn't happened yet.
God, how do you do that, man?
That's just, I'm speechless. I was gonna say you feel like you're like right there. You're like standing right there looking down this road. You have the darkness of the road, but the brightness of the sky, and it all just seems warm. That I keep using the word warmth because of the way you place your colors and the way you put it on there.
And her choices.
Exactly.
Of the work that she wants to do.
Want to see another one?
Yeah.
Let's see another one. Ooh, I like that.
Wow.
I like that. That looks like the Beverly Center, the one on the far right with the white on it.
It does.
Yeah, we have a building called the Beverly Center here in Los Angeles. That's part of a shopping mall that has that exact same shape. So
Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
Yeah. So is that the Beverly?
Is that it?
I assumed. Beverly.
Yeah. Smart girl. So where is this? Where is this painting or digital artwork?
I actually don't remember. It was a study I did recently on my iPad.
Nice.
And it was of a city. I think it might be in Europe, maybe Spain.
Nice.
I'm not sure. I can't really remember, unfortunately.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. We're just nosy,
Yeah, nosy for real.
Exactly. And it's blurred. I like that, the way it just kind of pulls together.
Yeah, do we have a name for that type of art?
Digital, I think.
Do you for the
style?
Like the style when you have it, the colors kind of mesh into each other.
I was kind of started out in like a black and white, and I just was I got impatient and just wanted to see what happened with the colors, so I just started messing with the colors and put them in a layer that was like a color or overlay mode.
Nice.
Layer, and then I just kind of mushed them all around.
I like
it. Liked how it turned out and saved it.
That's cool. Nice. So do you create any other types of artwork besides paintings?
I do a lot of sketching in my sketchbook with like colored pencils, and again watercolor. And that, because watercolor is good to sketch with too. I often will do a lot of pen sketches if I'm like on vacation or somewhere out and about, because there's a lot of things, especially when you're in a location with scenery that's not like you're not used to. You want to remember it. And so
Yes.
sometimes instead of, well, I will take pictures sometimes so I can come back to them, but sometimes instead of taking pictures, I'll just sketch things I see,
Wow.
That's nice.
kind of like a memory in a way. instead
Yeah,
of a
because
photo.
it's easy to forget once you're away from it. It's so it's a way for you to lock it in case you want to go back and further create from that. Is that what the objective is?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
It must be a great outlet.
Yeah,
Be able to do
especially.
something like that. I wish I could draw. It makes me so upset.
You could still try.
No, I can't.
We've actually visited art galleries and art
Yeah.
shows. Is a gallery showing the goal of an artist? Is that something that you hope for as part of your career as an artist?
I would love to have that opportunity. I did have something similar to that we did in our classes at art school, and when in high school I was in like a county gallery, and when they would take students from all the high schools and select an artist or two, I can't remember vacations, but I had the opportunity of that. And obviously in art school, you hang up your artwork a lot for like whether it's a critique or something. So it feels kind of like a gallery.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I imagine. How does that feel for you when you were picked for that opportunity, or you see people looking at your artwork? How do you feel? Do you have anguish, pride, all of the above, or?
So when middle school was actually elementary school was the first time that happened, but the most interesting scenario that happened was in middle school, I got picked for a very specific award, but I became runner up. I did not win, and I was heartbroken, but I got over it. But then in high school, I felt good. It was good because I ended up getting to take classes at the community college where they held the gallery or art show.
Wow.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just like acting, ups and downs, wins and losses. Just as long as you keep trying, keep going. That's all that matters.
Next question. What is your desired goal as an artist?
My goal overall is definitely, I want to be able to contribute my work to, this doesn't sound like super
no, it's you.
Standard answer, but like I want to be able to contribute my artwork to society in a way that is not only like remembered, but also is inspiring for other people. I want other people to be able to look at my work and say, hey, I feel like I want to now draw. This makes me feel inspired. I'd like to try to do that. And I want them to get the feeling. I want my artwork to get the type of feeling that somebody will feel when they listen to music they really like, or watch a film they really like, and they just feel happy or bliss.
Yeah. Oh, I like that. You just want to lift up people, and that's what art and music and entertainment, that's what it's all about, to inspire
others, because it's something that's in you to do. Like you're just a natural actress.
Yeah. And you're a natural artist. It's amazing.
Wow.
Do you want to show another picture to us, Bennett?
Yeah, before the next question.
Yeah.
Right ahead of you again. I think.
Yay, I appreciate it. Yeah, we only have 2 questions left, so let's get it in there. I like this night scene.
Oh my God. Look at the lights on the building.
And if you compare these two, look at that.
Oh!
It's kind of fun.
My day and night. Day and night. That's awesome.
And night. I love it.
Look at the lights in the building, man.
It's...
Oh, gosh.
That is inspirational.
Yeah.
Wow.
How do you do that? See all
it's a gift. That's why I call being an artist a gift.
It's a total gift.
And the detail. It just always gets me, the little windows with the lights.
Look at that.
Wow.
Is beautiful, man.
You're very talented, Michelle.
You are.
You are. This is I'm enjoying this podcast.
I love the sun that comes in.
I know.
Oh.
It's almost like you're sleeping there overnight and then you wake up to watch the sun come up. I don't know where you sleep.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's the sunshine coming through the cloud.
That is. That's hope.
Yeah. And we have.
And that's the last one. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
When I saw this, I take pictures of landscape, and the towers, the electrical towers, look exactly like that.
Yeah,
I mean, all those little squares, and that's detail, and the reflection in the mirror.
To show what's coming on the road, right? That's what that is, right? A mirror that. Oh my goodness!
How long did this one take for you to create?
This one actually took me probably a little longer than it should have, only because I was kind of sick when I drew it. I had made this, I think, during the pandemic, and it was when I got COVID. And
you
probably not the best idea
while you weren't feeling well. Wow,
not
the best idea.
Not the best idea.
She's like,
but I got bored.
Yeah.
When I had COVID, it was for a long time.
Sorry.
And so, it's all good now. And so I was like, at some point I got bored, and I was like, I need to, I need to do work. I need to do something. I need to feel useful to society in some way.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah. So our next question is, how could someone purchase your amazing artwork?
They could, so on my Instagram and my website, I have, people have the ability to message me or DM me or email me. They want to commission me, or they have an idea in mind they want me to draw and they want to pay me for it.
That's awesome.
Or like a job opportunity or anything like that. I also have a LinkedIn as well, but DM me, email me, LinkedIn, Instagram, c.shell on Instagram, and my email I can just link below, but
we could do that. But wow, thank you so much, Michelle. We learned a lot from you today.
Yeah. So let me one more question.
Yeah, that's right. I'm just my mind is like
blocking me out, man. What's up with
you,
man?
Baby.
Anyway, do you have a favorite artist?
Yeah, I have a few. There are a lot of artists that I found out about online, through the artist community on the internet. I can't exactly remember all their names, but one of my favorite artists are actually is actually one of my a lot of my friends are actually my favorite artists. I don't remember how to spell all their usernames, unfortunately, but my dad's also one of my favorite artists too. And my aunt.
Yeah.
Got her skill from Papa.
Yeah. That's cool. Auntie, it runs in the family.
For sure.
And a lot of my a lot of my teachers I had digital painting classes with. I really admire their work as well.
Okay.
Wow. Well, they taught you well. They really did.
Yeah, she got it. She got it, man. For sure.
Yeah, this has been such a pleasure. I feel like I took a tutorial on art.
That's right, man.
I love tutorials.
Would you ever be an art teacher?
That's a good question.
My passion lies in specifically like visual development, artwork, and illustration. I'm not so sure about the teaching. I did teach preschool at one point, but that's different. But yeah, specifically, I think I like to be on it. I like to do my own illustrations as well as work on a team with other artists. That's my comfort. But if I was to be asked if somebody wanted me to teach them something and they were interested in me too, I guess I would.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, you should put that in your info. That's a side hustle right there.
Side hustle.
Yeah. Seriously.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we have gifts and skills we don't even realize we could monetize. and as talented as you are, just the information that you could share as far as technique or anything would probably save an artist a lot of failure and success, you know, because you do go through that, you know, when you're a creative, whether it's being an artist, a writer, or an actor, you know, you learn from your mistakes. And if you could help them bypass that's valuable.
And I feel that she's the type of person like to inspire other people.
Yes.
You know, so that's cool, man.
Very good.
Yeah, doing God's work, baby.
Yeah. We appreciate you sharing with us. I learned a lot.
That's right.
Yeah, I did.
I appreciate you letting me show you my work and be on the podcast. I never, like, when I first saw your podcast on YouTube, I never thought that this would come from that. And I've never really been, I mean, being the fact that I've never been on a podcast before, I was like, oh, cool.
That is so cool. Right on, man.
Well, I love GrandFans.
Yes,
GrandFans are the best fans. And when you communicate with me, I always try to respond. Sometimes I'm busy and it may be a late response, but I do try to respond when I can. And like I said, I was very excited when I found out that you're an artist. And now that I've seen your work, I'm even more excited. So we're going to make sure that information and that link get out there. And now I'm going to do an Andre's Grandma Acts Out based on artwork. And you're going to observe. Percy's going to help. But I'm basically going to be ready to take an art class, and I'm be heading out the door with my paintbrush. So before we do that, I just want to tell everyone, don't forget to follow at Victoriously Crazy Podcast.
There you go.
We are on YouTube, Instagram,
that's right,
and TikTok.
What?
And if you like what we're doing, make sure you subscribe, share, follow, comment, tell everybody. I mean, it's all about getting followers. We have GrandFans that automatically follow, and you know, if you're familiar with Victorious, it makes it even better. But this GrandFan Friday has been my favorite part.
The first artist we've had.
You're the first.
Yeah, you're number one.
You are.
You are number one, girl.
That's right.
All right, you want me to step out?
Yeah.
Roll. Grandma, where you going?
I got an art class.
A what? What kind of art?
Digital.
What are you?
I got my art brush and my canvas.
That's not going to work. That's a hairbrush, Grandma.
This is not a hairbrush.
It's a hairbrush.
It's a art brush.
Oh my goodness! Here we go again.
It's digital. See the digits?
Oh.
See the digits?
Oh, help her, Lord.
It's digital.
Hey, stop! Ow. You stop it! Stop trying to hurt yourself.
This is my canvas.
That's not it.
It also.
Oh my God.
It helps when I get sweaty.
Oh man.
But I'm just gonna incorporate that in.
Now, where'd you pull that word out from?
Michelle Goldberg.
Oh, Michelle Goldberg, huh?
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
Right. Yeah.
I'm gonna incorporate this little tiny piece of paper.
Well, how you gonna draw on it?
Things will become
God.
Color palettes.
Okay, I can see that.
Color palettes.
Sure. Right.
Don't question my talent.
Oh God, here we go.
My brush is also a microphone, and it talks. You are very talented, Andre's grandma, and you can do whatever you want to do.
And you
Thank
are
you,
crazy, and you. Oh God.
You calling me crazy?
I didn't mean to use that. I didn't mean to use that word. Not that word. Stop that, Grandma.
That's okay. That's okay. That's okay, brush.
You hurt me, man. Insane.